People walked past Mama Ruth's small roadside food stall every day. Some ignored her, some smiled politely. But she always noticed one boy, skinny, hungry, alone. Every afternoon, like clockwork, she prepared a small plate and kept it aside for him. She never knew his name. She never asked why he was homeless. She just fed him. One day, everything changed because two helicopters suddenly descended from the sky, right above her little stall. And when the doors opened, Mama Ruth dropped the spoon in her hand. Full story. 1. Mama Ruth, the woman with nothing, yet gave everything. Mama Ruth was a single mother in her late 40s. She ran a tiny stall on the roadside, nothing fancy. A wooden table, a rusted umbrella, 3 benches made from old crates. People loved her food, not because it was perfect, but because she cooked with heart. Every morning she woke up at 4 a.m., cooked, cleaned, and set up her stall. Yet no matter how little she earned, she always saved one meal for the same boy. 2. The boy who never spoke. He was about 11 or 12, barefoot, wearing the same torn shirt every day. Always quiet, always hungry. Mama Ruth called him little man. Every time she gave him food, he whispered, "Thank you, ma'am." That's it. No story, no explanation, nothing. But Mama Ruth didn't need details. A hungry child was a hungry child. She fed him for 8 months. 3. The day he didn't show up. One rainy afternoon, the boy didn't appear. Mama Ruth felt uneasy. She kept looking down the road, checking the corner where he usually came from. Nothing. She waited until her food ran out. Still nothing. She couldn't sleep that night. 4. A week later, something strange happened. It was a normal morning. Mama Ruth was stirring her pot of stew when suddenly, the ground began to shake. Customers looked up. A huge gust of wind swept across the street. People screamed and grabbed their belongings because 2 massive helicopters were descending right above Mama Ruth's stall. Cars stopped. Dust flew everywhere. The helicopters landed just a few feet away. Mama Ruth thought it was the government, or the police, or something terrible. She froze. 5. The doors opened, and her jaw dropped. From the first helicopter, 5 men in suits stepped out, clearly security. And from the second helicopter, a tall man wearing a black suit with gold cufflinks emerged. Behind him, the little boy, clean, well-dressed, healthy, smiling. Mama Ruth almost fainted. 6. The truth finally revealed. The boy ran straight to her. "Boy, Mom, I found you. I've been looking for you." Mama Ruth grabbed his shoulders, overwhelmed. "Mama Ruth, little man, what is this? What's happening?" The man in the suit stepped forward. Ma'am, I'm Daniel Cole, the CEO of Coal Industries." People around them gasped. He was one of the wealthiest men in the country. He continued, "This boy is my son." Mama Ruth felt dizzy. 7. The boy's story finally explained. The CEO explained. 1 year ago, his son was kidnapped by a criminal group during a business conference. The kidnappers fled the city, abandoned the boy, and disappeared. The child had been wandering alone, hungry, scared, and homeless, until Mama Ruth started feeding him daily. The CEO searched everywhere. Private investigators, police, media, nothing. Until a week ago, a local woman recognized the boy from a missing child poster. The authorities contacted the CEO, and when they finally reunited with the boy, he insisted, "We must go to Mama Ruth." Now, 8. The reason for the helicopters. The boy held Mama Ruth's hands tightly. "Boy, you saved my life. If you didn't feed me every day, I don't know if I'd be alive. I told my dad we must come find you." The CEO nodded. "Ma'am, my son said you treated him with more love than most people treat family." Then he looked around, at the old wooden stall, the broken crates, the rusted umbrella. He smiled. "So I brought some gifts." The CEO's first gift, a new business. From the helicopter, security guards unloaded. Heavy checkmark, a brand new stainless steel food cart. Heavy checkmark, 2 industrial cooking stoves. Heavy checkmark, tables, chairs, umbrellas. Heavy checkmark, a signboard reading Mama Ruth's Kitchen. Heavy checkmark, and an envelope full of documents. Mama Ruth opened it and her hands shook. Inside were official business registration, a 10-year permit, paid shop space, and a check. A check for $250,000. 10. The CEO's second gift, a message. The CEO stepped closer and bowed slightly. People like you keep humanity alive. You didn't know who my son was. You didn't expect anything in return. But you fed him every single day. He looked emotional. You saved my son without even knowing it. Let me help change your life too. Mama Ruth broke down crying. 11. The boy's promise. The little boy hugged her tightly. I'll come every week. You're family now. Mama Ruth wiped her tears and smiled bigger than she had in years. Ending. From that day onward, Mama Ruth's kitchen became one of the most popular food spots in the city. People lined up not just for her stew, but for her story. A story of kindness. A story of unexpected blessings. A story proving, when you give with a pure heart, the universe gives back in ways you never imagined. Destellos Moral lesson. One small act of kindness can change someone's entire destiny, and sometimes even save a life.